Frogs win, frogs win. I didn't even go to the garage to get my headset and lighting set up because this is as raw as it gets for a TCU Postgame Live. You are watching TCU Postgame Live with me, Clint Foster. And yes, the Frogs defeated Abilene Christian 42-21. That banner is incorrect. We beat the ACU 42-21 tonight, and we're going to break it down for you here tonight on TCU Postgame Live. There it is, 42-21. Literally fresh from the game. Grabbed the Whataburger on the way home, and I'm ready to talk to y'all about Horned Frogs football and chime in if you've got anything to say. But before we get started, you know what I need from you? I need you to subscribe to the show at Big 12 TCU at TCU VOCFB channel at Big 12 VOCFB. That's the voice of college football for the Big 12 channel, where you'll see the biggest 12 every Tuesday night. Tune in, okay? We do a great show every Tuesday night that is not off the cuff like this one is, but I get my unfiltered thoughts from the game. And while you are following people and doing things, at Clint_Foster55 is my Twitter handle, or X, to those of you who are so inclined. At the Clint Foster is my Instagram. That's where you're going to see my review of the brand new purple corn dog at TCU, and also at Clint Foster Creations. That's my personal YouTube channel where I've got a brand new sketch out for you, Big 12 themed, and I'm most likely going to make something tomorrow. I don't know yet whether it's going to be TCU fans or if it's going to be Big 12 related. We'll see. We'll see how the spirit moves me, but you better subscribe so you see whatever it is that I end up doing. And also make sure that you find the voice of college football on social media at VOCFB. We're very easy to find. And of course, download our podcast wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, you name it. We're there. You know, this isn't your first day on the internet. You know what happens. Okay, so without further ado, and welcome Sports Talk with Austin. Congrats on the win. Yes. We do finally have a run game, which is very exciting. We're going to get started talking about this ball game. Listen, I mean, there's only so much you can say about your obligatory FCS game. Yes, TCU is supposed to win. The Frogs did not cover the spread, so make of that what you will. Okay, 42-21. And, you could say, like, oh, I'm disappointed in the defense. The second half, ACU really kept battling when TCU had just kind of hung it up by that point. I mean, let's be completely honest. That's what had happened. But my big takeaways from this game, number one, yes, the run game is still very much here to stay at TCU. And it's not just Kavorian Barnes, who by all accounts is supposed to be completely fine. We should have him for that SMU game and every game moving forward. God willing, he doesn't get some other injury. Holding him out of the rest of this ACU game was more of a precaution. But Kavorian Barnes, Jeremy Payne, that offensive line, man. I mean, TCU has a running game like we have not seen since 2022, and it is extremely exciting to watch. Very thrilling to know that your team has that dimension to it. And can we take a moment to talk about Josh Hoover? My good gracious, that dude is so excellent at the quarterback position. He's so accurate. He's so calm in the pocket. I mean, the stats, I'll read you the stats in a moment, but they really don't speak to the accuracy and the power with which he can zip a ball into the exact right place where it needs to be. We didn't see this from Sawyer Robinson against Samford. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that right now. Let's get the Josh Hoover for Heisman train rolling, because my man, I cannot. You can say Nussmeier all you want. I cannot see another quarterback in the nation that is polished and as precise as Josh Hoover is. That dude can do absolutely no wrong. Let me read the stats for you here, actually, from this game. So Josh Hoover ended 21 of 27, 337 yards and 4 touchdowns. Okay, and he's not having to carry the offense anymore, mind you. Right, TCU has a running game now, and of course it is. Yes, it's an easier opponent. We know, okay, but Josh Hoover, he didn't have to be the star, and he's putting up these kind of numbers: 4 touchdowns, That is a 231.5 passer rating on the day. Hashtag Josh Hoover for Heisman. Get it trending immediately. Do what you got to do. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Austin. He looks good. He looks really stinking good. I'm not even gonna argue with you if you're gonna say he doesn't. And it's good to know that Kavorian Barnes is doing just fine. Also, we survived without Kyle Limmerman. Nobody really seemed to notice the the absence, what with it being Abilene Christian. All I've seen so far is that Kyle Limmerman, TCU's kicker, is out for a minute. He's got some sort of leg injury. And in the meantime, our kicker who filled in, whose name is escaping me at the moment, he hit all of his extra points. So, not much to complain about there. Hopefully, all I can say is hopefully we won't have a game come down to a field goal without Limmerman. But then again, Limmerman's a young guy, and he's also, he's not Jaden Oberchrome yet. Let's just put it that way, right? we saw the UCF game last year come down to a field goal, and Limmerman wasn't able to convert. So hopefully he gets healthy and he continues to improve as he continues to mature, as all kickers and all players do. And yes, this was going to be my next point. Thank you so much, Dishfish. Ed Small. Those of us who are diehard Frog fans, golly, if you're watching this show at 11:18 at night, you got to be a diehard Frog fan. We've all heard about Ed Small. We've heard about all of the great things coming out of fall camp. And, Ed Small is so great. He's running great routes. And he catches everything that you throw at him. Well, we finally got to see that tonight. And wasn't that great? Here's an Ed Small line for you, as he was our leading receiver on the night. 6 targets, caught all 6 of them, 45 yards and 2 touchdowns, including one-handed grab there in the end zone, which again, Josh Hoover put in exactly the right spot where only Ed Small could get to it. And Ed Small brings it in. Oh my Lord. UNC may be total booty cheeks, and that's fine. I cannot wait to see this team next weekend against SMU, the following weekend against Arizona State and Colorado, and just like the sky is the limit for what this team can accomplish. And it's so exciting. I've not been this excited about a TCU team since 2022. And even 2022 was different, right? Because 2022 was just like, you never, until we were playing Michigan, you never really expected that magic from that team, right? It was just this insane ride that we were on, and like none of us saw that coming. And I'll go to my grave saying 2014 was the best TCU team of all time, bar none, no question. 2010, easy second best. 2022, yes, they made it to the national championship. That was the most fun season I've ever watched, right? Because you're just like, oh my God, we keep winning, and how are we doing this? And it's exciting to be in this position where you're like, man, going into each week, you're like, we've got a really good team. I didn't have that feeling in 2022. It's just like, oh my God, you're just caught up in the magic. Now it's like, how far can we go with this team already in week, 3, right? Game 2. It's very exciting. Very, very exciting. And, the more I watch the rest of the college football world unfold, the more I have to caution myself of getting out ahead of my skis and like, oh my God, like how far can we take this thing? It should be good. It should be good. So yes, I've talked a lot about the offense, and the offense looked great, and I really can't say enough good things about the offensive line these first 2 games. But I should shout out the defense. Ideally, you want to shut out an ACU or maybe hold them to 6. So anytime you're giving up 3 touchdowns worth of points, that's certainly not ideal, right? But the defense had a lot of really bright spots, really good moments, and certainly against North Carolina, which is a superior opponent. I would pick North Carolina against Abilene Christian. The defense looked a lot better. I think more than anything, if we're going to nitpick this game, this team knew they had the game in the bag by halftime. The whole stands knew the game was in the bag by halftime. My Lord, I stayed until the end of that game. There might have been 25 people in the stands at the end of that game. It was classic TCU, classic Mountain West TCU, right? Mountain West TCU against New Mexico, where it's like you're up 45-0 and everyone's gone by the end of the game because they're like, I got a Sunday school in the morning and places to be. But yeah, there's only so much you can extrapolate realistically out of a game like this, but nothing but good feelings, truly, as far as I'm concerned. And unless any of y'all have anything that you'd really like to throw out there into the internet sphere, I'm content with going ahead and ending this one. So before I do it, though, let's go ahead and let's hear from Mark really quickly about the OCFB bets.
College football is even more exciting when you've got some action on the line, and the games are even better when you're cashing in. And the Voice of College Football is the place to be to get the greatest value. Start with my picks. 75% against the money line, 58% against the spread, and I've got a 40-plus year track record. 11-0 in the college football playoff for me last year against the money line, 8-3 against the spread. And I'm just the warm-up act. Steve Merrill of Wager Talk is our ace in the hole, show stopper. 7 years with the Voice of College Football, over 30 years in the industry. Steve gives us analysis on all the big games, but you can't miss Steve's weekly under-the-radar pick. 28-12 against the spread the last 3 years. You also get picks from some of our top analysts here at the Voice of College Football, including Corey Bratta, Matt Zemek, and Steve Dace. Check out those numbers. Become a YouTube or Patreon member for just $99 per month. Go to the main channel on YouTube, click join, and then select a betting tier. Do the same thing on Patreon. Make 2025 a winner now.
So again, nothing but good feelings here in Fort Worth. I mean, we could nitpick this thing stem to stern, but Frogs beat Abilene Christian 42-21. I mean, you got to win. You got a comfortable win. You really shut things down 2 quarters in. I don't know what more you can ask for. I mean, kudos to Abilene Christian for battling to the end. We really did see that. And I think that anybody who's going to take issue with the performance of the defense, I mean, come on. The game was in hand, and the defense was just kind of coasting at that point. By all rights, we could have had the starters out a lot sooner than we did. Nothing but positive feelings, sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything is wonderful, is what I feel when I watch TCU this season. I mean, nothing but good feelings. So, SMU, that's going to be the interesting one. And your boy is still looking. Your boy's still looking for a ticket. If anyone happens to have one, please reach out. I am in the market for a ticket to the SMU game. That's a hard ticket to snag. And Dishris, I think TCU rolls SMU next week. I've seen SMU in person twice. Their D is not what it was. Zero pressure on the quarterback. Hoover should light it up. Yeah, I mean, if Missouri State is any indication, yeah, the Frogs should have that one in hand. And then you're waltzing into a big matchup with Arizona State in Tempe on Friday night. And, I still think that the Frogs are among the 4 front runners for the Big 12 title at this point in the season. But that doesn't mean that Arizona State game is going to be a cakewalk. I do think Sam Levitt has taken a step back. I do think the team in general is not quite what it was last year, especially without Cam Scadaboo. That's still going to be a very tough game for the Frogs that Friday night. And it's going to be really exciting to see how things develop and where things go from here. Why are we talking about Colorado? Clint, you got to talk to me on Tuesday about Colorado. All right, we're going to talk about that on Tuesday. Okay, give me a few days, and then I got you on that conversation. So, but yes, we'll have a new TCU post game for you next weekend after the SMU game, which will be an 11 a.m. game. So it'll be, a daytime TCU post game show, which we love. Hey, I may be the only person in the nation who feels this way, but your boy loves an 11 a.m. game. That is my jam. I'm all about the 11 a.m. games. And also make sure by that time that you have subscribed to at Clint Foster Creations, because I'm going to have my public YouTube premiere event for Remember the Alamo Bowl, my feature-length documentary. It'll be on that Sunday following the SMU game. So make sure you're subscribed so that you'll be able to be a part of that moment when we can all, when I can share that with all of you as a community, those of you who weren't already invited to the premiere. So until then, yes, and Dishfish, I do intend to rest this voice. Listen, I ran into, this is the situation at every TCU game. Ran into a lot of friends, a lot of former students, made a lot of new friends. A lot of talking was done. Obviously, there's not a whole lot of reason to be screaming during an ACU game. This is just all talking and jovial, having a good time. But yes, I do need to rest the voice. So until Tuesday, I love y'all. Oh, well, let me play this song. Come on, let me do the thing. Okay, so you should follow me at Clint_Foster55 on Twitter, at Clint Foster Creations on YouTube. Follow at VOCFB everywhere you're on social media, everywhere. Download the podcast. And download Novig. You'll hear more about this on Tuesday. Novig, and use our promo code. Where is it? I've got it. VOCFB Big 12. That'll let them know that we sent you. And if you got a gambling problem, I mean, come on, think about your future. Think about your family. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. And until Tuesday, when I see you again for the Biggest 12, which should be a great show, I love you. I hope your team wins as long as they aren't playing TCU. And go Frogs. We'll see you around, folks. We're going 12-0. We're going 12-0. Watch.